Hello everyone, welcome back to Crystal. This is episode 3. In the last part we got here in Violet City, and in this part we're going to do pretty much everything you can do in this city. Anyway, first off, I came up here to catch a Pokemon that I need for my team. You can catch it to nighttime, so I actually end up cutting when the random battle starts to when that nighttime is. But it's still daytime when I walk out for some reason. I guess, I don't really know what happened there, actually. Maybe, then again, the Pokemon I'm looking for only has an 85% chance of showing up, so maybe that I got very unlucky with the encounters until, like, the very end of the nighttime block. I don't know. And here he is, Ghastly. He's going to be my special attacker in the group, even though since I kind of had to play this on the emulator due to the fact I can't really record, because for one thing, this was a Game Boy Color only game, and even though I have the Super Game Boy for the Super Nintendo, this won't work on it, so I had to record this on an emulator actually, so I won't be able to trade this guy to get its final evolution, but so anyway, since I don't really talk much about catching Pokemon last part with the Bellsprout. Really, the best way to do it is to get it down to low health and have it in a status element. But if it's low enough level, it should be pretty easily. And Ghastly's nickname will be the one who, along with me, came up with the idea for this channel, then Matt just joined along the way, Patrick. And since I was going to need some... Oh, that's right, I forgot I had to go away, and I forgot I have my mouse on the screen now. And in that battle, Blaze all up to level 12 in November, but the reason my mouse is now on screen, I'm just noticing this now, is because I had to go away for a couple minutes there, and when I came back I had to click on the emulator window for it to show up. For me to be able to control again, so I guess I forgot to take it off until later. Anyway, now it's time for us to take on our first Pokemon Gym. These things are everywhere across there are 8 in each region. And besides maybe some relying subplots, these are your main objective of the game. Before you can get to the Pokemon League itself. This is the Viola Gym, which emphasizes itself around bird types. Or flying type Pokemon. Now I'm showing this battle because we are actually introduced to a new Pokemon here. And he sends out Spearow. Spearow, in terms of, is actually one of my favorite flying types. Ever since about 5 years ago, I've been using him instead of Pidgey in a majority of my Gen 1 and such playthroughs. Because, well, Pidgey is pretty good in certain ways. This guy's a lot better for the attacking, which I'm a bit more of an offensive player in these games. So, for that, he's actually really good, especially since he evolves at such a low level. Well, compared to other Pokemon. When he evolves, he becomes one of the best bird types. Dang it, I keep on calling it bird type, even though that's not the actual type. You know, there was supposed to be a bird type. I always get that confused. Anyway, and I forgot to do this before the battle, but now I'm actually switching Pat into first because his attacks won't be doing much early on. Because all he has at this point is Lick and Hypnosis. Hypnosis puts the Pokemon to sleep, which I will actually not do here. Pat grew to level 6 in that battle, but the way I'm giving him experience is that I have him in first. He goes out first. Since he was technically in the battle, he will get experience. Then I just throw out Blaze. And now we have this. Now our first gym leader battle against Falconer. Boo, lame pun. Anyway, he starts out with a Pidgey, level 7. Oh, and this just reminds me. For gym leaders, along with new Pokemon in that, I will have the gym leaders page on Bulbapedia in the description below as well, because their Pokemon are very specific and you might want to know what they have. In fact, I'm going to add that to my notes. Anyway, I took him now with that David, that Pidgey on one hit with Ember with a critical hit, luckily, so this will go pretty quickly. And now he's sending out Pidgeotto, the evolution of Pidgey. Who's at level 9? What a cheater. You can't, as far as I remember, you can't get Pidgeotto until, I think, level 16? You know what? Let me check. For the majority, his most lethal move in this Pidgeotto will be Gust. In fact, I think that's the move he only uses in this fight. So, y'all be pretty good. Y'all be pretty good off as long as you're pretty high level to this point. Let's see... Pidgeotto evolves from Pidgey at level... Trying to find this. Evolves from Pidgey at level 18, so he's literally only halfway there, and he has it at a Pidgeotto somehow. Not sure how, but now one person was wondering what... Now a couple of people actually think that for some reason people who started other towns like Blackthorn City, which is the final town, are pretty much screwed because of how strong the Pokemon there are in terms of the gym trainers. That's only halfway there. By the way, Pat leveled up. Gym leaders will change their Pokemon depending on how strong you are, but that's only in the anime, and it's very evident by the rematches you can do later on in the remakes. And we get the Zephyr badge. That raises the attack of Pokemon, or at least it's supposed to. I think it's bugged. I don't know, really. But it also allows us to use TM Flash if we have it anywhere. And speaking of TMs, he's giving us one right now. TMs are technical machines, or temporary machines, or it gets weird. Are pretty much moves on discs that you can teach to your Pokemon. TMs can only be used once, but then there's the HMs, which are important to get around in the world. Hidden machines is what they stand for. They can be used infinitely. But they're very rare. And apparently they discovered something about the egg, so we're heading over to the Pokemon Center now. Now, this is what I was talking about last part, that when I go to a Pokemon Center I've already been to, I will cut it out. This is one of the very few exceptions when there's something important in there. Apparently I was being distracted at this point because I'm going oddly slow. Cut out talking to her, and he gives us the egg. Pokemon eggs. They will be with you in your party screen. They're pretty much a Pokemon that you can't use. And the more time you have it, the closer it gets to hatching. It gets hatched depending on the amount of steps you take and how good and I think the happiness of the Pokemon around you. Yes, the Pokemon have happiness values. I know it's kind of odd. Around you are high. Each Pokemon egg can be different in terms of what it can hatch into, but the one that you get in this game, I will tell you right now, is set to always a certain Pokemon that you'll find out about later. Anyway, here's the inside of a store. I bought a Pokeball because I always like having at least 5 on me at once. And 5 potions because I'd rather have some potions with me. And now that we're done with the gym, we're not done with this place yet. We have to head up here into Sprout Tower again. Guess what Pokemon they use here? Every trainer in here will use at least 3 Bellsprouts except for the ones on the top floor, and I will be cutting out the fights except for level ups. Let me tell you, this place was a pretty pain in the butt to record. I'm surprised we didn't have any random battles. And Pat grew to level 9. I think he's about halfway to his evolution. Now, as for what the main way of evolving your Pokemon, which you'll see very soon, it's just based on experience levels. But there are other ways, like stones, which I mentioned in the last part, trading them trading them normally or trading them when they're holding specific items, which is actually how you get Ghastly's third evolution, which I won't be able to do unless I hack, which I will not be doing. And there are other ways in the next couple generations, but I'm not going to be bringing those up. Oh, actually, no. I think you can do one of them in this gen, and that's at certain time when a certain Pokemon we'll be meeting later on is holding one of 2 items, and its happiness is maxed, and it levels up. It'll evolve into one of 2 Pokemon depending on the item it's holding. And Packer level 10. Nothing happened there. Now, for certain glitched recording reasons, I had to cut out a majority of this fight until both Blaze levels up for level 14, and he sends out a new Pokemon, actually, Hoot Hoot. It's pretty much a nocturnal Pidgey. I never really use it, so I don't really know what to say about it, except that in the anime, the main character catches a shiny version of its evolution. As for what a shiny Pokemon is, it's a Pokemon with better stats, at least in this generation, and it has a different color scheme to it. So we'll be catching one later on. It's pretty much required in the storyline, and it's either a 1 in 3,000 or 1 in 8,192 chance to get one. They're rare, let me tell you. And yet, in my first playthrough of Pokemon Fire Red, my Charmander was a shiny. And Blaze is evolving, our first evolution in the game. He evolves from Cyndaquil to Quilava, which is pretty much just Cyndaquil except with better stats and a different appearance. And what seems to be a Mohawk of Fire. Anyway, if you like this video, after this small little cutscene, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. And after Jason continues being a complete and total asshat, I will see you guys next time. See you then. By the way, his theme is awesome. Oh, and that's right there something. Right, what he just used and what we're getting right now is an escape rope. It allows you to escape from a dungeon. Anyway, as I said before, next time I'll be facing Elder Lee. See you guys then. That was a redundant outro. I think.